Howdy, partner. My name is Brendan Blue, and I am the publicity manager for Oak Park High School's Radium Girls. I will also be playing Charlie, along with a whole bunch of other characters that I cannot name right now. Today, I am joined by the beautiful Miss Hannah Butts. Hey, Hannah.
Hey guys, I'm Hannah Butts, and I'm a junior, and I'll be playing Catherine Schaub, Society Woman, Harriet, and Shop Girl.
Cool beans. Hi, Hannah. It's nice to see you. So you are playing Catherine in Radium Girls. What do you think about this character? Do you connect to Catherine in any way?
I think I definitely connect to Catherine, not in every way, but she definitely has some traits that I think I also obtain. Things like she's not afraid to just say what is on her mind, and sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, but I definitely think we share the similarity of just putting what we think out there no matter who hears it.
So last year, you played a very, very fun character. You played Scarlet in Clue on Stage. What did you think of that character? Because that's such an iconic character, and a lot of people give you a lot of praise for it. What did you think of doing that?
Well, thank you. I was so excited to be a lead at all. And then I actually got into the role and I was like, oh my gosh, this is hard because I wasn't playing myself. I mean, Miss Scarlet, she's very promiscuous and flirtatious and provocative, and it was really hard for me to get into her role. It was almost like vividly remember one rehearsal where it just kind of snapped for me. And then all of a sudden I was flirting with Mr. Green and putting my hand across Colonel Mustard, and it was so fun to put the wig on and just become her.
Knowing you since like my sophomore year or freshman year, we were on house crew together for Oak Park High School's In the Heights, which was such a fun show, and seeing what you were doing then and seeing what you're doing now, it's such an amazing growth. And being Scarlet in Clue, how did that prepare you for being Catherine and your other characters in Radium Girls now?
I think it helped because I really grew as a person and as an actor. My work ethic, my dedication for acting and theater, it really all grew so much in Clue. Because of that, I feel like the way it was casted and me being put into Catherine and Society Woman and Harriet and whoever, it was like, all right, so you've grown, now we're going to take it up a notch and challenge you even more. Because I can definitely say that Catherine has been one of, if not the most challenging character I've played so far. Just the depth of her character and the different dimensions that you see throughout the show, it's going to be very challenging, and I'm up for it. So,
as everybody knows, we are in a very funky, new and fresh global pandemic. So what do you think is the hardest part about having to do live theater during COVID-19?
I think the hardest part is definitely just being positive about the whole thing, really, because it's so easy to get sucked into, oh, this is unconventional, oh, this is different, screw this, I'm gonna, not even put in the work. And so the positivity and the mindset, I think, honestly, is the hardest part, and just realizing that yes, things are different, but look at it as, okay, so we can be more creative and we'll persevere more instead of being like, oh, well, there goes our theater season.
Because of this pandemic, we have to wear masks on stage as well as off stage, and we have to be 6 feet apart. What do you think is the most challenging part of having to wear a mask on stage?
I think from what I personally feel and from what I've heard from my other fellow actors, it's like you feel like you're only acting with this part of your face up. So I feel like whether we do or do not act with our masks on when we perform, it'll be different because you almost have to overact and over-articulate. Everything is a step up, which is very, very different from the show because the show is very real acting. So it's definitely juggling.
It's definitely different from Clue, because even if we are doing something super campy and comedic like that, and doing something very dramatic and very real like Radium Girls, you are taught to use your entire face. So when half of that is gone, and you have to just work with these, it can be very difficult. So it's very easy to understand that. So what has been your favorite part of Radium Girls so far?
My favorite part so far, honestly, is probably just getting back in the groove of theater. I know this accounts for everybody in any extracurricular, but for 6 months, you didn't see anyone. You didn't hang out with anyone. We missed the end of our theater season last year. So my favorite part has been just reconnecting and just getting back into it. And I'm so excited to be back on that stage in November and perform something we're proud of.
I am so grateful that you called me today and had this amazing conversation with me. Thank you so much. I am so excited to see what theater brings for you in the future, not only for Radium Girls, but for a future season. I'm so excited to see what you bring on stage. Thank you so much, Hannah. Bye!
Bye! Thank you!
Get all come on.
I can't.
What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start.
Please spin in like that. That'll be so good.
I'm going to. Howdy, my name is Brendan Blue. Let me try that again. Oh, I hate being a theater kid. This is why we get bullied.